What do you do when the world throws hate at you? When people criticize your every move, when controversies follow you wherever you go, when even your personal life becomes public ammunition? Most people would break. Most people would hide. Most people would give up. But not Park Jimin, not the lead vocalist and main dancer of BTS. Instead, he keeps shining brighter, breaking records, and making history. And today, we're going to talk about why. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're an ARMY or if you've ever wondered how someone can face so much negativity yet continue to thrive and succeed at the highest levels, this video is for you. We're going to explore the incredible resilience of BTS's Jimin, the controversies he's faced, the hate he's endured, and most importantly, the reasons why none of it has stopped him from becoming one of the most successful K-pop soloists in history. Before we dive deep, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because this is going to be an emotional and inspiring journey. Let's go. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, Jimin receives hate. A lot of hate. And it's not just random trolls on the internet. It's organized, it's persistent, and it comes from multiple directions. So let's break down the major controversies and hate campaigns that Jimin has faced, especially in 2025, because understanding the darkness makes his light shine even brighter. First, there's the dating controversy with actress Song Da-eun that exploded in 2025. At the end of August 2025, Song Da-eun posted a video on TikTok showing Jimin coming out of an elevator at what appeared to be their shared apartment. In the video, Jimin looked surprised and said he came without telling her. The video went viral instantly, even though she deleted it shortly after. On August 31st, 2025, Big Hit Music released a statement confirming that Jimin and Song Da-eun had dated several years ago but were no longer in a relationship. This should have been the end of it, right? A simple clarification about a past relationship. But no, the backlash was intense and came from all sides. Some fans accused Jimin of queer baiting and using fan service to manipulate fans while allegedly having a girlfriend. Others criticized Song Da-eun for invading his privacy. Korean netizens called him out when he attended the Moon Party Seoul event with RM during the controversy, saying he was being insensitive and acting like nothing happened. The hate was relentless. Then in October 2025, during a birthday live stream, Jimin shared a heartwarming story about running with Jungkook during military service while listening to music from the anime Your Name. It was a beautiful, innocent anecdote about friendship and brotherhood. But what happened? He was attacked again. Accusers on social media claimed he was doing fan service, queer baiting, and exploiting his relationship with Jungkook for attention. They said he always brings up Jungkook and accused him of manipulating fans' emotions. The comments were vicious and cruel. In November 2025, Jimin went live and ate McDonald's during his broadcast. This sparked massive outrage because of the ongoing boycott related to the situation in Palestine and Gaza. Fans were furious that he appeared unaware or insensitive to global issues, and the backlash on social media was severe. People questioned whether BTS members cared about important humanitarian issues. Also in November 2025, during Jin's concert run Jin Tour Encore, Jimin appeared as a surprise guest along with V. They performed Spring Day and other BTS hits. You would think fans would be happy to see them together, right? Wrong. Critics immediately jumped on their vocals, saying Jimin struggled with high notes, that his singing was off, that all three members Jin, Jimin, and V sounded bad. The criticism was harsh and immediate, even though it was an impromptu, unrehearsed performance. Back in August 2025, Vogue Thailand posted content with a hashtag that read VMA disqualified Jimin, directly attacking his nomination for Best K-pop at the MTV Video Music Awards. after ARMY protested. Vogue Thailand apologized, calling it an unintentional error by their team. But fans didn't buy the unintentional excuse, noting that it was a very specific and malicious hashtag that couldn't have been accidental. These are just the major controversies from 2025 alone. We haven't even talked about the years of hate Jimin has endured. There are entire social media accounts dedicated to criticizing him. People attack his appearance, calling him feminine as if that's an insult. They question his talent, asking why he was even chosen for BTS. They criticize his personality, calling him attention-seeking or fake. Ship wars within the fandom lead to coordinated hate campaigns against him. Some fans of other members actively try to diminish his achievements or spread negativity about him. The hate is constant, organized, and brutal. It comes from antis, from toxic fans, from rival fandoms, from people who don't even know him but feel entitled to judge him, and sadly, even from within ARMY itself. So, how does someone survive this? How does someone not just survive, but thrive? How does Jimin keep shining? Let me tell you why. Reason number one why Jimin keeps shining. His talent is undeniable and speaks louder than any hate. Let's talk about facts, about achievements that no amount of negativity can erase. Jimin became the first and only K-pop artist to reach 600 million cumulative streams on Spotify US. Think about that. In the competitive US market, where Korean artists have traditionally struggled to break through, Jimin didn't just break through, he dominated. His solo album Muse is the first and only K-pop album to surpass 450 million streams on Spotify US, and it spent an impressive 59 weeks on the weekly top albums chart. His song Like Crazy became the first Korean solo song ever to debut at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. This is historic. This is breaking barriers that people said couldn't be broken. His album Face debuted at #2 on the Billboard 200, making it the highest position for a Korean soloist at that time. In October 2025, Spotify released its earnings report showing that Jimin's song, who was the highest earning track from South Korea, generating over $8.16 million on Spotify. $8.16 million from one song, who ranked 8th among the top 10 highest-earning local tracks worldwide, making it the only track by a Korean soloist featured in that study. On the chart dated November 8th, 2025, who extended its record as the longest-charting K-pop solo song on the Billboard Global 200, appearing for its 67th week. 67 weeks. That's over a year on a major global chart, who surpassed both Dynamite and Gangnam Style in longevity on the Billboard Hot 100 as a solo act, holding the record at 33 weeks. On Billboard's 2025 year-end charts, Jimin ranked number 81 on the top artist chart, making him the only K-pop male solo artist to achieve this distinction. He also placed on multiple other year-end charts, including Hot 100 Artists, Global 200 Artists, and Global Excl. US charts. In April 2024, Like Crazy surpassed 1 billion streams on Spotify just 377 days after its release. His song, who achieved over 1.5 billion streams on Spotify and became the most streamed K-pop song globally, with sales exceeding 3 million units in the US, the first of the decade by a K-pop soloist. These achievements happened while Jimin was enlisted in the military. He couldn't promote properly, couldn't perform on music shows, couldn't do interviews or variety shows. Yet, his music kept breaking records. That's not luck. That's not manipulation. That's pure talent connecting with millions of people around the world. Forbes Korea included Jimin on the Forbes Korea Power Celebrity 40 for 2024 at #7, making him the highest-ranking K-pop soloist. In July 2025, Jimin secured the top position in the KDOL Global K-pop Idol Popularity Poll for the second week, marking his 197th consecutive week at #1. 197 consecutive weeks. Almost 4 years of being voted the most popular K-pop idol week after week. He holds records for the most total votes ever, the highest single-day votes with 2.68 billion, the highest weekly votes with 2.74 billion, and the highest monthly votes with 3.06 billion. In September 2025, leading up to his birthday, Jimin ranked first in 8 separate voting events, including Upik, Picnic, Podol, Kiadol, Higher, iKpop, Fancast, and Thekking. He gained over 177 million votes on Upik alone. These wins secured large-scale rewards, including Times Square ads, billboards across Seoul, and promotional spaces in Japan. In November 2025, Jimin won the International Male Artist category at the 2025 Breakthrough Awards, marking his 3rd consecutive year winning, and his 4th trophy overall. His success in Brazil specifically has been phenomenal, with his songs like Crazy and Who repeatedly breaking records on Spotify Brazil and Billboard Brazil. And it's not just about numbers. Jimin is widely regarded as an exceptional dancer among BTS members and in K-pop in general, often praised for his smooth and elegant movements and charm on stage. He is recognized by fans and critics as one of the most extraordinary dancers in K-pop history for his technical mastery, emotional depth, and stage presence. His vocals have been described as delicate and sweet. When you have achievements this massive, this consistent, this historic, hate becomes irrelevant. The numbers don't lie. The records don't discriminate. The charts don't care about Twitter drama. Jimin's talent forces the world to recognize him whether haters like it or not. Reason number 2 why Jimin keeps shining: his character and the love he gives to others. This is what separates good artists from great ones, celebrities from role models. In March 2025, Jimin donated 100 million won, approximately $87,000 to support firefighters following wildfires in the Gyeongbuk region. In July 2025, he donated another 100 million won to the Gyeongbuk Office of Education in North Jeolla Province, marking his 6th donation since 2019 to provincial offices of education for creating scholarships for disadvantaged students. 6 donations. That's not a one-time PR stunt. That's consistent, genuine commitment to helping people. Think about this. Jimin was receiving massive hate in 2025, dealing with personal controversies, being attacked from all sides, yet he still found the time and heart to donate millions of won to help firefighters and students. That tells you everything about his character. Instead of becoming bitter or self-absorbed because of the hate, he chose to spread love and help those in need. When BTS members sent handwritten letters to longtime Weverse members announcing the comeback date, Jimin's letter was filled with warmth and genuine affection for ARMY. He told fans that the year they've been waiting to meet has finally arrived. Despite everything he's been through, despite all the hate and criticism, his priority was making fans happy. During his live streams, even when he knows he might be criticized, he continues to connect with fans, share stories, and show his authentic self. After the dating controversy, he could have gone silent, hidden away, and waited for things to blow over. Instead, he kept engaging with ARMY, kept being himself, kept being vulnerable and real. His friendship with his BTS brothers is genuine and beautiful. The story he shared about running with Jungkook during military service, about how the music created a movie-like moment, that's pure and heartfelt. The fact that people twisted that into something negative says more about them than about him. True ARMY who've watched BTS for years know that the bond between members is real, not fan service, not manipulation, but genuine brotherhood forged through years of struggles and triumphs together. In the documentary Burn the Stage, released in 2018, Jimin addressed his perfectionism. He's always been his own harshest critic, always pushing himself to be better. In 2023, he stated that as a pop artist, he aims to excel at both dancing and singing and perform a diverse range of musical genres and themes while taking a healthy and sustainable approach to do so. That's maturity. That's growth. That's someone who learned from past struggles with perfectionism and now approaches his career more healthily. Jimin has never responded to hate with more hate. He's never lashed out at critics. He's never used his platform to attack others. Instead, he responds with more music, more performances, more love. That's strength. That's class. That's character. Reason number 3 why Jimin keeps shining. The army who truly love and support him are unstoppable. Yes, he faces hate, but the love he receives is infinitely greater. Look at what happened with every controversy. When Vogue Thailand posted that malicious hashtag, ARMY immediately trended apologized to Jimin worldwide and didn't stop until the magazine issued a public apology. When critics attacked his vocals at Jin's concert, supporters quickly countered the backlash, with responses arguing that the criticism was overstated. Fans pointed out that it has become a trend to hate on BTS without any reason. The voting numbers we mentioned earlier, those didn't come from robots. Those came from real people, millions of fans around the world who took time out of their lives to vote for Jimin repeatedly. 177 million votes on one platform, 2.68 billion in a single day on another. That's not just popularity, that's dedication, that's love, that's a movement. Every time Jimin releases music, ARMY mobilizes globally to stream, to buy, to support. That's why he breaks records, even when he can't promote. That's why his songs stay on charts for months and months. Behind every stream, every purchase, every vote, there's a real person who connected with Jimin's music, his personality, his heart. True ARMY don't just defend Jimin against hate, they actively celebrate him. They create fan art, fan videos, analysis of his performances, appreciation posts. They learn his choreography, they translate his words, they spread his music to new listeners. They organize charity events in his name. They donate to causes he cares about. They embody the Love Myself message that BTS promotes. The global reach of Jimin's support is incredible. He's breaking records in the US, dominating charts in Brazil, winning awards across Asia, trending worldwide on social media. That's not just Korean fans or just BTS fans. That's people from every continent, every culture, every background connecting with him. And here's something beautiful. Many of the people defending Jimin aren't just blind fanatics. They're people who've seen him grow over the years, who've watched him struggle with self-doubt and perfectionism, who've seen him work himself to exhaustion to deliver perfect performances, who've witnessed his kindness and humility. They defend him because they know him, not just the celebrity, but the person. Reason number 4, why Jimin keeps shining. His resilience and mental strength. This might be the most important reason of all. Think about what it takes to face the level of scrutiny and hate that Jimin faces and not break. Every day, there are people saying terrible things about him online. Every move he makes is analyzed, criticized, twisted. His personal life is exposed and debated publicly. His dating life becomes internet fodder. His eating habits are scrutinized. His words are taken out of context. His friendships are questioned. His achievements are diminished. Yet he keeps going. During a Weverse live stream in October, Jimin said, "I'm living with the realization that being a good adult and living a good life aren't easy. I'm just pretending to be an adult." Some criticize this as avoidant, but I see it differently. I see someone who's being honest about the difficulty of navigating adulthood while being one of the most famous people in the world. That's not weakness, that's honesty. That's vulnerability. That's being human. The fact that Jimin can go through the Songdoon controversy, read all the criticism, see all the hate, and still show up for live streams, still smile, still connect with fans, still create music, that's not pretending everything is fine. That's choosing to not let hate define him. That's choosing to focus on what he can control, his art, his connection with people who genuinely support him. Military service is tough enough on its own. Add being one of the most famous people in Korea and the constant knowledge that any photo, any story could be leaked and twisted, yet Jimin served faithfully, supported his fellow soldiers, and even found beautiful moments like that run with Jungkook. He didn't complain. He didn't ask for special treatment. He fulfilled his duty like any other Korean man and came back stronger. The resilience to release an album like Muse while enlisted, to have it perform incredibly without being able to promote it properly, to trust in his art and his fans enough to put out music knowing he wouldn't be there to defend it or explain it or promote it. That takes incredible courage and strength. Jimin has faced criticism since BTS's early days. Before they were huge, people said he wasn't talented enough, wasn't good-looking enough, wasn't worthy of being in the group. Even after BTS became successful, he faced constant comparison with other members, constant shipping wars, constant attacks from solo stans of other members. Through all of that, he never quit. He never stopped improving. He never stopped working hard. He turned doubt into determination. Jimin has cited singer Rain as an inspiration, and one of the reasons why he wanted to become a singer and performer. Rain also faced massive hate and criticism during his career, but became a legend. Jimin is following that path, taking the hate and transforming it into motivation to be even better. In 2016, Jimin was ranked as the 14th most popular idol in an annual survey conducted by Gallup Korea. He subsequently ranked 7th in 2017, and then consecutively ranked 1st in 2018 and 2019 as the only idol to top the survey for 2 consecutive years. This shows growth, improvement, resilience. He went from 14th to 1st. That's not luck, that's hard work paying off despite adversity. Reason number 5 why Jimin keeps shining: his authenticity. In an industry obsessed with image and perfection, Jimin dares to be real. He shares his struggles with perfectionism instead of pretending to be flawless. He admits when being an adult is hard instead of maintaining a perfect facade. He shows vulnerability in his music. Face was literally about facing his inner demons, about the struggles during the pandemic, about feeling lost and finding himself again. That's not manufactured pop music. That's genuine artistic expression. His solo music reflects who he really is. Like Crazy talks about escaping reality through partying and numbness, a relatable feeling for many people struggling with anxiety or depression. Set Me Free Part 2 is about breaking free from constraints and expectations. Who is about searching for genuine connection and love. These aren't generic pop songs written by a committee. These are personal stories put to music. When he goes live, he doesn't stick to a script. He talks about what's on his mind, shares random stories, interacts naturally with fans. Yes, sometimes that means saying things that get criticized, but it also means being genuine. People connect with authenticity. That's why his fans are so loyal, because they feel like they know the real Jimin, not just a carefully constructed celebrity persona. Even the dating controversy, as messy as it was, shows he's human. He dated someone like any normal person in their 20s would. The fact that people were shocked or angry about it shows how unrealistic expectations for idols are. But Jimin didn't apologize for being human, didn't grovel for forgiveness for having a personal life. Big Hit confirmed the past relationship, and they moved on. That's setting boundaries. That's saying my personal life is mine. His fashion, his style, his artistic choices, they're all distinctly Jimin. He's not trying to fit into a mold. He experiments with different looks, different sounds, different concepts. Some people love it, some people hate it, but it's authentically him. And that authenticity is what makes him special. Reason number 6 why Jimin keeps shining. His impact on others and the positive change he creates. Beyond the numbers and achievements, Jimin has changed lives. There are countless stories of people who discovered BTS through Jimin, who were inspired by his journey from insecurity to confidence, who learned to love themselves because of the message he promotes. His influence on dance is significant. Young dancers around the world study his technique, try to replicate his fluid movements, are inspired to pursue dance because they see what he can do. He's raised the standard for what idol dancers can achieve. His success as a soloist has opened doors for other Korean artists. Every barrier he breaks, every record he sets, makes it easier for the next Korean artist to be taken seriously in global markets. He's proving that K-pop isn't a fluke or a trend. It's legitimate artistry that deserves recognition. The charity work, the donations, they create real change. 6 donations for student scholarships means actual kids are getting education opportunities they wouldn't have had otherwise. Support for firefighters during disasters means real help for people in crisis. That's tangible positive impact in the world. His message through his music resonates with people struggling with mental health, with identity, with finding their place in the world. How many people have felt less alone because they heard like crazy and realized someone else understands what it's like to want to escape reality? How many people felt empowered by Set Me Free Part 2 to break free from whatever was holding them back? The representation he provides matters. In an industry and world that often promotes toxic masculinity, Jimin shows that men can be soft, emotional, vulnerable, and that doesn't make them weak. He challenges gender norms, embraces both masculine and feminine aesthetics, and shows that being yourself is more important than conforming to society's expectations. His impact extends beyond music. The tourism boost to Korea, the global interest in Korean language and culture, the bridge building between cultures that happens when people from different countries connect over their love for his music. All of that is part of his legacy. So here's what we need to understand. The hate doesn't stop Jimin from shining. If anything, it makes his light shine even brighter because it makes his achievements that much more impressive. Think about it. He's breaking records while dealing with controversies. He's setting new standards while facing constant criticism. He's making history while his personal life is being dissected publicly. That makes everything he accomplishes even more remarkable. The haters want him to fail. They want him to break. They want him to quit, or at least slow down. But he does the opposite. He works harder. He achieves more. He reaches new heights. That's the ultimate response to hate, not arguing with it, not engaging with it, but succeeding so undeniably that it becomes irrelevant. Every time someone says Jimin isn't talented, he breaks another streaming record. Every time someone questions his popularity, he tops another global poll. Every time someone tries to diminish his achievements, he sets a new standard that others will try to reach. The success speaks louder than any hate ever could. And here's what's beautiful. Jimin doesn't shine to prove haters wrong. He shines because that's who he is. The talent is innate. The kindness is genuine. The hard work is habitual. The connection with fans is real. He would be doing all of this even if there was no hate, because this is his passion, his art, his purpose. The haters are exhausting themselves trying to bring down someone who refuses to be brought down. Meanwhile, Jimin and his supporters are too busy making history, breaking records, creating art, spreading love, and enjoying the journey. That's the difference. Hate is draining and destructive. Love is energizing and creative. Let me share what I think is the real secret to why Jimin keeps shining. He's chosen to focus on what matters. He could spend all his time reading hate comments, responding to critics, trying to please everyone. Instead, he He focuses on his music, his performance, his connection with people who genuinely care about him. He's chosen to surround himself with positivity. His BTS brothers clearly love and support him. His real fans, the millions around the world, give him strength. His family and close friends provide grounding. When you have that foundation of genuine love and support, random hate on the internet can't shake you. He's chosen to keep growing and evolving as an artist. Instead of playing it safe or sticking to what's worked, he experiments, takes risks, tries new things. That's why each release feels fresh and exciting. That's why he keeps reaching new audiences. He's chosen to be grateful despite everything. When he talks to ARMY, there's genuine appreciation. He thanks fans constantly, recognizes that their support is what makes his dreams possible. That gratitude keeps him humble and connected to what's real. Most importantly, he's chosen to love himself, not in an arrogant way, but in a healthy way. He knows his worth. He knows his talent. He knows the positive impact he has. And that self-knowledge, that self-love, makes him unshakable. Let's talk about what we can learn from Jimin's example, because this isn't just about a K-pop idol. This is about life lessons that apply to all of us. First, your achievements speak louder than your critics. Focus on being excellent at what you do, and results will silence doubt better than words ever could. Second, character matters more than image. Being kind, generous, and authentic will earn you genuine supporters, while building a fake perfect image will eventually crumble. Third, choose your focus wisely. You can't control what people say about you, but you can control whether you give it power by focusing on it, or whether you focus on your goals and the people who genuinely support you. Fourth, resilience is built through adversity. Every challenge Jimin faced made him stronger. Every criticism he overcame added to his mental toughness. The struggles are part of the success story. Fifth, authenticity attracts authentic support. Jimin's vulnerability and realness are why his fans are so dedicated. People don't just like his music, they connect with him as a person because he shows his real self. Sixth, keep evolving. Jimin didn't rest on BTS's success. He kept growing as a soloist, kept experimenting, kept pushing boundaries. Growth is continuous. Seventh, gratitude is powerful. Appreciating what you have, the people who support you, the opportunities you receive, that mindset shift from entitlement to gratitude changes everything. Eighth, success is the best response to negativity. Don't waste energy arguing with haters. Use that energy to achieve more, to create more, to succeed more. Let your success be your statement. Now, I want to address something important. Not all criticism of Jimin is hate, and that's okay. Constructive criticism, different opinions on music or performances, those are valid. What we're talking about is the malicious, coordinated, personal attacks. The difference is intent. Constructive criticism wants to help someone improve. Hate wants to tear someone down. Also, supporting Jimin doesn't mean thinking he's perfect. It means recognizing his humanity, his talent, his hard work, and choosing to focus on those rather than looking for reasons to tear him down. ARMY, who truly love him, want him to be happy and healthy, not to be perfect. It's also important to recognize that the hate Jimin faces is part of a larger toxic culture in K-pop and celebrity culture in general, where idols are expected to be perfect, where their personal lives are considered public property, where success invites jealousy and attacks. This isn't just about Jimin. It's about a system that needs to change. So, where does Jimin go from here? With BTS's comeback confirmed for March 20th, 2026, we're going to see Jimin back in full force with his brothers. The world tour is coming. New music is coming. New performances are coming. The haters are not going away. Let's be realistic. Success at this level will always attract negativity. But based on everything we've seen, everything we've discussed, here's what I know: Jimin will keep shining. He'll keep breaking records. He'll keep making history. He'll keep growing as an artist. He'll keep connecting with fans worldwide. He'll keep being authentically himself. And most importantly, he'll keep choosing love over hate, art over controversy, growth over stagnation, gratitude over bitterness. That's who Park Jimin is. That's who he's proven himself to be over and over again. The hate is temporary and meaningless. The achievements are permanent and historic. The love from genuine supporters is real and powerful. The impact he's having on music, culture, and individuals is lasting and significant. So to answer the question in this video's title, why does Jimin keep shining despite the hate? Because his talent demands attention. Because his character deserves respect. Because his supporters create unstoppable momentum. Because his resilience refuses to break. Because his authenticity connects with people. Because his impact changes lives. And because fundamentally, light always outshines darkness. Before we end, I want to say something to ARMY watching this. Continue supporting Jimin with love, not hate. Don't become what we're fighting against by attacking others. Focus on celebrating Jimin's achievements, streaming his music, supporting his activities, and spreading positivity. That's how we truly support him. And if you're someone who's been critical of Jimin, I hope this video gave you a different perspective. You don't have to become a fan, but maybe consider that there's a real person behind the celebrity, someone who's working incredibly hard, someone who's contributing positively to the world, someone who deserves at least basic respect and humanity. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. What's your favorite Jimin achievement? How has his music or message impacted you? What do you admire most about him? Let's fill the comments section with positivity and love. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow and tells me you want more content like this. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our coverage of BTS's comeback. Share this video with your fellow ARMY and anyone who needs a reminder that talent, character, and resilience always triumph over hate. Let's spread the message that love wins. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, like Jimin, keep shining your light no matter what darkness tries to dim it. Purple hearts to all of you. Borahi, I'll see you in the next video.